Now they've got another. So from a marketing perspective, if this is a new product that's coming down the line and is still going after our present persona of a Starbucks user, we need to know that because we're going to create a marketing strategy around that. Present product, moving into new places. Okay, they're going to expand into Brazil and Chile. What does that offer for opportunities for us? But what also does it offer for opportunities in the United States? What can we do with this difference in cultures that could teach us, or we could learn on different coffee offerings we might be able to bring into the United States? For instance, the matcha coffees. The matcha coffees are a clear expansion of when Starbucks went into the Asian cultures. They found a huge demand. Thus, guess what? Now we have matcha here. Matcha tea, I'm sorry, not coffee. And then diversification. Where are they going to go outward? In this case, they found that people were asking about the music, finding out that, and people are more asking for water. So rather than buying water from somebody else, guess what? They went and actually bought a water. Now, what is it doing? It's giving you opportunities, and it's telling the company, and by plotting it all out, and lots of times Post-it notes are needed, and people start writing down things they know, and then you start identifying where they go. But it allows everybody to be on the same page. They know, okay, where do we need to go deeper? Where do we have penetration, but we need to continue to go? In other words, McDonald's introducing breakfast. What do we do? Oh, breakfast all day. Okay, how are we going to handle that? How are we going to handle that in terms of marketing? How are we going to handle that in terms of production, etc.? Supply chain, market development. Where are they going? This could be moving into other places, moving into other countries. Okay, how are we going to handle that? I don't know if you guys know this, but in Israel, because in general, most restaurants are kosher, that means that your dairy can't mix with your meat. Well, that means that obviously none of the McDonald's burgers have cheese on them. That's easy enough. Well, what about everything else that McDonald's sells? Milkshakes, lattes. Think about all the things they have with milk. So what happens is that in a McDonald's, in a culture such as that, they actually have two entrances. You place your order, you go into one side and you get your meat, et cetera, et cetera. And if you've ordered a milkshake, you go out, you come into another store and you get your milkshake. So that's the way you deal with cultural differences. So you need to understand that because the marketers need to understand that. Product development. Abbott Laboratories was a classic example of this, where Abbott, as we all know them as the baby formula and maybe as the Ensure manufacturer, they know a ton about nutrition, a ton, because think about it. They know all about nutrition for babies. They know all about nutrition for older people or people with diabetes, etc. Well, guess what? Why couldn't they put them in bars? Why couldn't they put them in protein shakes? Well, they were missing the whole middle of the protein and the nutritional segments. So they expanded into that. That would be a product development. Diversification. Harley realized that a lot of women were riding Harleys. Well, they were modifying the Harleys, and there was a ton of market in modification of Harleys outside of Harley. Well, why were they letting somebody else modify their Harleys? Why weren't they selling directly to women and getting even more women buying them? So they modified, and they now have a line of Harleys that are designed for women. Now, an innovation matrix is a little bit different. It's another way of doing it, and it depends on the company which way they actually use these. And sometimes companies will use their little Post-it notes and do them multiple ways, by the way. This one is Amazon's. This is really actually based on Amazon. And this one is looking at new products and services, looking at existing ones, looking at expansion, transformation, sustainability, and expansion. So what we're saying is these are existing markets with new products and existing products. Here are new markets with new products and existing products. And let's see where we can go. So it looks like look at the Kindle. The Kindle was at the time a fairly new product. This is clearly a little older, but it's kind of fun to look at. And they thought they should just go into their existing market. Sell Kindle into where they are right now. Now, Amazon Fresh, which was when they bought Whole Foods, they all of a sudden had the ability to deliver fresh foods in certain markets. That was a little bit different, right? They could go into the existing markets, but there was no reason why they should just stick with Whole Foods people. Maybe they should be playing a little more in other markets, and they should be looking for other partners other than Whole Foods once they got it up and running. The same thing's true for the one-click checkouts, the drone delivery. these are, they exist, but maybe they need to sustain them and start to really learn about what they might do with that.